Right then, we're going for a nice walk, are we?
Yay!
Chris Parsons has come up from Cornwall to visit us, which is nice. We went to collect him yesterday. John and I went over to Darlington Station. Came up first class on the train. There's Pod. And Mum was in the hospital yesterday having a procedure done, so she was out all day, and then you and Chris and I went over to collect her. So today's Chris is looking after Mum back at the house, and we're free to come for a walk.
Yay.
Still a bit of snow down here. It all melted yesterday. It was quite mild. This is Newton-le-Willows. Just a bit of road walking today, I think. Too wet.
It's got attacked by a tentacle.
Oh no! Your jacket got stuck to a thorn.
Yeah.
We're worried it's going to be a bit wet underfoot anywhere out in the countryside today, so we're going to stick to the tarmac. The forecast was for rain today, quite a lot of it, although it's a bit sunny. It's a bit rainy as well at the moment. See the rainbow out there in the distance? Faint one.
I felt like you could see through the hazy rainbow.
We haven't had a lot of rain recently, but with all that snow, we had an awful lot of snow that's melted, so
Yeah, it's quite wet.
everything's quite wet.
I'd quite like to do something like that. Sign painting.
You like those ones?
Yeah, I think they might be my favourite.
Birdie.
Yeah. Snowdrops. It's the first time this year I've seen some.
Yep. You remember this bit? No. Walked back to Newton-le-Willows in 2012 when we were out on a walk, pre-Pennine Way. I seem to remember it was a bit boggy even then. I wouldn't fancy it today. It's a funny old day weather-wise, isn't it?
Quite blustery.
Yeah, quite blustery. Nearly getting blown away.
Rainy.
It is. Sunny. Rainbow. Droopy tree. Still some snow over there in the distance. It must have melted that way because there's a big puddle in that field down there. Time for some lemonade. What's it called? Rose lemonade? Is it that one? Yeah, it's just like a summer picnic today, isn't it? Got that wind back there on that hill.
It's really
Vicious.
yeah.
Boggy. Yeah, it really is. What's going on though? The wind has just stopped. It was 50-mile-an-hour wind 2 minutes ago. Made it to Thornton Steward. Just gonna have a bit of respite in the bus shelter.
Oh, it's a good view out.
Yeah. It's nice to be out of that wind as well for a few minutes. It's not as bad as it was earlier, but it's still a bit blowy out there, isn't it? Is it actually a bus shelter or is it just a shelter in general?
Maybe it's just a shelter then.
Off we go again then. Just started to rain. Our route's back, takes us past the reservoir. And you've never been here before, have you?
No.
They've got a sailing club. I don't know that I'd really fancy being out there on the water today, to be honest. I'm sure there are people who would like it, but I knew I'm a bit wet already, come to think of it.
Maybe we could give it a go. It's a bit flowy.
Down there in the distance is the turn-off we took earlier opposite Cocked Hat. And we haven't quite matched up with where we were earlier, but we're going to turn off now. This way. back to Newton-le-Willows, less than a couple of miles to go. Nearly back in Newton-le-Willows now. That's Aysgarth School there, do you like that one?
Yeah, it's a good tower on it.
We're now waiting outside Castle Fisheries. He's just been in to order us some tasty dinner. Fish and chips for you, me, John and Chris.
Yeah.
Mum's got a salad box that I bought earlier from Tasty Max when I went to collect Chris this morning. He's staying at the Holly Hill Inn, so that's quite nice. Got to take him back there later this evening. Are you tired in any way after that walk today?
Just maybe a little bit, not really physically, just a little bit tired now.
Well, I did get up at 3:30. What time did you get up? A bit after that, wasn't it?
A little bit after.
We were watching the tennis this morning.
Yeah.
Yay, again.
Yay, it was good, wasn't it?
It was very good.